We are at the top of the hour, and this is Geek Out Fridays. I'm your host, Damon Nelson, along with my partner, Wayne Atkinson, and it's Friday, October 6th. And we're really excited about what we're going to show you today. It is on a beta software platform right now. AIMasher is on beta. We will be hopefully releasing a public version of it, both a monthly subscription and probably an annual subscription, near the end of October, 1st of November is our goal. We originally planned for September 15th, but we had Mid-Journey and the Sandbox get in the way of it. But I think adding the two product features into the AIMasher is really going to up your game as an AI professional. So, Wayne, any comments before we get started here?
No. But yeah, we added a lot more stuff basically into it, which benefits you, but delays the launch a little bit.
Yep. So, and you if you're in the beta team, I'm glad you invested when you did. If you're not part of the beta, we are going to give a very limited time slot to join the beta. At the end of the call, we'll give you an opportunity to hop on the beta. The beta version is a lifetime deal for the agency package. It's basically what Wayne and I have. And it has everything that you'll see today, plus a whole lot more on AIMasher. And I don't really want to go into everything that we're doing with AIMasher. If you're interested, hang on till the end of the call. I'll give you a special link and you can join the beta team. But we're not going to take on a lot of people on the beta team. We're probably only going to take on 10 more people on the beta. We do have some really good beta users. In fact, I know one of the guys, three of the guys I see on the call are heavy users already of AIMasher and have given us a lot of these recommendations that you're going to be seeing today. So let's go ahead and get started with the presentation. I think we got everybody on the call now. And if you've never been on a Geek Out Friday call with us, I kind of start out with the 30,000 foot view, the strategy that we'll be talking about, kind of without looking at the software, here's what you need to do, here's what you need to be thinking when you enter the software. And then we get geeky with the software. That's why we call it Geek Out Fridays. We're going to be getting geeky with our own AIMasher tool. And if you've never been on a call, we'll break it up with strategy and then demos, and then we'll answer with questions. But if you have a burning question throughout the call, ask it in the chat or the Q&A. And if it's pertinent that Wayne feels like we need to interrupt me and kind of explain further detail at that point, we'll kind of stop the show and go deeper into what we're talking about. Otherwise, we may answer it at the end, or Wayne may just answer it as a group chat. So anyway, let's go ahead and get started. I know everybody's very excited about what we're about to show you here. It's called the AI Sandbox. There's 3 simple steps, and hopefully everybody can learn these 3 simple steps. And if you can, you're going to be a prompt engineer by the end of the call if you're using the beta platform. You select the prompt, you input your keyword or text, and you hit the execute button. Okay? So select prompt, input, execute. We can't make it any easier, guys, for you on this one. But why do we need a sandbox? Well, in a world of software testing, a sandbox is like the playground. It's a safe place where we can unleash creativity and explore new ideas without consequences. It's not going to break anything. You can do anything that you want in the sandbox. It's not going to hurt anything else you're doing. We are testing different prompts. Wayne and I are getting pretty good at writing prompts, but what we have figured out too is we could spend a lot of time developing a prompt all the way out And a lot of people are not going to spend that time. They're going to go to chat, they're going to put one sentence in and complain that chat didn't give them a very good answer. Well, you have to really frame your question, frame your prompt around who, what, when, where, and why, and how. And that's what we do with our prompts, is we fully develop them out. And our goal is we're gonna debug it, we're gonna enhance it as we're testing it, but we hope you do too. We hope we get feedback on the prompts that we're adding, and we're adding prompts strategically in here because we may spin off a product or two off of it. We may spin off some lead gen products that we could use as a lead gen into RSSMasher or AIMasher. We may spin off products that build traffic to a web page. Why do you need traffic to a web page? Well, it helps your SEO ranking. If we can get traffic to a web page and we have links outbound of it, we've built traffic to our booster pages, traffic to our PBN. So that's why we're testing a lot of different things. We believe that AI is going to be around forever. It's a technology revolution that we're experiencing right now. You can either learn how to write professional prompts yourself, or you can use professional prompts already created and take advantage of them. That's what we're giving you, is professional prompts already created, and you can take advantage of it. So that's why we're using our sandbox. It's a very effective way to make sure that the prompts that we're adding into AIMasher down the road are working correctly. It's a test platform. So that's where we're going with this. So the strategy is kind of over. It's demo time. Just for feedback, who's ready to see the or better yet, give me a yes if you've already played with the sandbox. Then I can kind of judge. Ooh, we're getting a lot of yeses. Some of y'all have snuck in, haven't you? Okay, I added about 5 prompts today that are going to kind of blow you away. So let's take a look at them. I'm going to switch screens real quick. Okay, you should see my Zoom panel.
Yep.
Now we're going to go into the dashboard of AIMasher. Okay, this is the new feature right here. Now, who gets to see this? If you're a beta team member, you will get to see this. If you're a keyword masher, you won't get to see it. You just bought keyword masher. So the full suite of AIMasher tools is coming out beginning of November, end of October. If you want to upgrade to get the full suite or partial suite, you'll be able to get the AI Sandbox. But guys, this is the fun part of our job here. Okay. So this is the AI Sandbox. You choose your open AI. Most of you are probably only going to have 1 or 2 of them in here. And what we also figured out too is if you have RSSMasher and you're running a lot of RSS feeds across to AIMasher, you may need a second API. It makes it a lot easier because you're going to be using ZimWriter, you're going to be using this sandbox all the time. So I'm going to start with that. GPT model 4, we're going to give you a recommendation of GPT. Which one to, there are some that we recommend going back to 3.5 turbo. Okay. And we'll let you know in the prompt itself. If not, if we don't mention anything, just leave it at GPT-4. Okay. English, we've got it set up. Most of the prompts you can do in various languages. Okay. Since Wayne and I don't know Spanish or German or Italian or French very well, we can't check that you're going to get as good a response with English. Okay. So just test it out. So here's what you do. You choose your prompt, put your input, hit execute. Can't be any easier than that. But we've broken into prompt groups. So we have some article rewriting. This is where our rewriters that you've seen, Bullet Point Billy, we have Jane, the 6th grade teacher, and Andy, the local newspaper writer. They're hanging out right here under article rewriting. We're testing some things with them, and I'm going to come back and do this kind of last because it does take some time to do the rewriting. But we have book writing prompts. We have chat GPT fun prompts. These are two new ones right in here. We have copywriting, marketing, SEO, and social media. So let's take a look. Let's just take a look at marketing to start with. Okay. We have persona creation for marketers. Segment your audience based on category. Okay. The perfect affiliate product review. Now we're going to be these are prompt tips right here. We're going to be putting prompt tips probably right underneath this. So once you select it, you'll know what you need to put inside of your keyword text, or we may even put it inside of here. So let's start with persona creation for marketers. Okay. First one to give me a niche, I'll build a persona for you. These personas are your customers. What's your ideal customer? What do they like? Their demographics, everything.
Probably won't go with the obvious one.
Yeah. Backyard gardener. That chiropractor is a real good one to try, but let's go with backyard gardener. Let's see what type of products we can sell them. Okay. Execute. Now, GPT-4 takes longer than 3.5 turbo to generate. And Lane's been working very, very hard on this loading button. So we're putting comments in here because you get bored just watching this, but we want you to know we're still working on it, okay? And I'll show you just kind of down here. The results are going to show up down here. They could come in as markdown language, or they can come in as HTML. This one came in as markdown language, okay? That's fine. Kind of hard to read. Look what we did. Convert to HTML. Beautiful, beautiful output right here. Now, you can come down here and copy it to clipboard. You can copy it as plain text if you wanted. But let's just take a look at the backyard gardener. Demographics, 35, both male and female. Household income, education, location, suburban, occupations, okay? Psychographics, attitudes, values, lifestyle, behavioral traits, online activity. So how do you reach these people online? These are keywords to look for. Influencers that you can follow right in here. We've spent a lot of time combining a couple of prompts together. So that's why we're saying we're prompt engineering for you so you can play with it, okay? That backyard gardener, you can make blog posts straight from this. Here's some questions. Necessary tools, where to buy organic seeds, how to grow plants in my garden. What are some good brands for gardening, okay? Very, very good ideas here. What was the other one that we had? Let's go ahead and do chiropractor. So I'm just going to write over it and hit execute. Now, when you do this, it's going to delete what you have in here. So you better save it if you like it. And if you hit the execute button several times with the same keyword, you can get slightly different answers every single time. So you might want to copy it, execute it again, copy it, execute again, and then you'll get 3 or 4 different flavors. And this one should be coming up just any time now. Now, while that one's thinking, okay, here we go. Came in markdown language. So Jay, give me a yes or no if this is a little bit different style than what you just saw, okay? That's why I say you might want to run it a few times. Here is your persona profile. Mary Johnson, 40 years old, Seattle, Washington. Female, married, corporate exec, master's, 120,000 a year, health conscious. Search terms, LSI related terms. These are great blog posts that you can write about. Health and wellness. Again, copy the clipboard right here. If you want to take it back to the original markdown, and I don't know why you would use it, but you can. Okay, copy the clipboard. Okay, let's take a look at some other ones. And I'm going to open up 2 engines. So I'm going to open it up side by side here. And let's go into this one in the sandbox. And let's take a look at Chat GPT fun prompts. Okay. I've got 2 of them in here. And let's generate a list of questions for a client questionnaire. Okay. Give me a niche topic for a client questionnaire. Okay, I see. Okay. Somebody wrote in here, local SEO client. Okay. So this would be a questionnaire that you could use while you're on the phone, or you're talking to them in person, or you're on a Zoom call. And if you've ever been in sales, you know that controlling the conversation is how you make the sale, or how you can get to the sale quicker sometimes. So controlling the conversation, asking probing questions of your client, or before they even become a client. Can you provide overview of your business? Okay. People love talking about themselves and talking about their business. How would you describe to someone unfamiliar with your industry? Geographic area. So you're already starting to, what type of business? How do they simplify it? What area of town or area of the country do they work? Who their competitors are? Has your business done any local search engine? Do they even know the pricing? Okay. So these are really good probing questions to get your customer talking about themselves, about their business, and about their goals for local SEO. Why are y'all even having the meeting? Okay. So Jay just mentioned the chiropractor gave them completely, totally different answers. That's why I say hit that execute button several times. Copy them each time, though. Copy to clipboard. So Don, if you're on the call, copy to clipboard. So these are just fun questions right here, okay? But they're needed if you're trying to sell something to somebody face to face on the phone or on a Zoom call, okay? Now, let's make you a prompt engineer, okay? This prompt right here, Chat GPT fun prompts. This is very powerful. I want it to build a command prompt that I can put into chat to be a prompt engineer about a topic. Okay, so this is what we're going to look at. Somebody gave me, okay, my wife is in this. Let's see. JS, what determines if it comes out as markdown or other? It's either markdown or HTML as it comes back, and that's why we put the little button to convert it. So you can just toggle back and forth. We did this so we don't have to use OpenAI to do the conversion for you. We recommend that it comes back in HTML, but like we've always said, we call OpenAI Olivia. Olivia has her own mind and her own freedoms, and she chooses sometimes to disregard our commands and gives it back in a format she likes. Okay, so we're going to build a Chat GPT. I'm going to build a prompt about bookkeeping.
They're gonna like this one. I used this one today, and it was amazing.
Okay. Now, it's going to look like it's going to look like this is the answer. Okay, but it's not the answer. It's what you grab to put into Chat GPT. It is a prompt. It looks like an answer, but it is a Chat GPT prompt that works great when you copy it and paste it directly into chat. Okay. Act as a specialized business consultant. You've been hired by Ida Elson Bookkeeping. Okay. Some of these you may have to fill in yourself here. And I'll just put in here Dallas. Okay. Again, I'm making a prompt here. Oops. Okay. And you can, fix it with Grammarly if you want. We've got it. So Grammarly sets up in here. So I'm going to copy to clipboard. Okay. I'm going to come over here, new chat. I'm going to paste it right here, make sure I'm set up to run
You've
for.
still got some of your names and things in it.
Oh.
What we're going to do with this prompt is get you to the parameters that it's different really because it's open AI, and so we've crafted the prompt in such a way that it can give us a lot more than what we expect sometimes on a template. So we could ask it to put your name in and whatever, and we could put it inside the prompt, but then it might ask for something else because you've got an assistant that might say, well, you're going to need a phone number and county for this one. We can't always estimate what's going to come back, so it's hard to build the template. So once it's done the prompt, then all you got to do is fill in the square bracket stuff for yourself.
So we started with, how do I get new clients for my bookkeeping business? This right here is, I introduced my wife to ChatGPT. She was so excited because she typed this in and it gave her some tips. And she's talked to all her friends about, she's got some tips about how to get new clients, okay? And nothing wrong with that right there of typing it into chat. But using this prompt, we made a very specific prompt from this right here. We put it into chat, and opportunities for growth, leveraging local reputation, digital presence, social proof, networking, partner with local businesses, and a local CPA firm. This is great suggestion. Expand digital marketing. Ask your husband to work on your website. So I'm her web designer, so I'll be working on this here. Here's the action plan: content creation. She is starting already to do this with LinkedIn. She's doing a weekly post on LinkedIn. We may get a little bit more. We may be using AIMasher to start a blog for her about bookkeeping. And how would we get the questions? Well, we would go use that one prompt about the persona for clients needing bookkeeping. Training and development. She's kind of learning. She's getting onto Zoom a lot more. So local engagement, website audit, client feedback, digital ads. Yep, we're going to be running digital ads for local in the Dallas area. This is great. Now, again, this is a prompt that we generated here because we told the Sandbox, command GPT to build your prompt like a pro. So think in terms of this is the prompt itself, okay? Let's see. Yeah. So this will be fun for you. Okay, so let's look at some other things that we can do. I'm going to go back to this one, and I've got, let's go back into Sandbox, and let's look at book writing, okay? We only have one in here. It's an ebook outline. Well, what do we want to write a book about? So I've got a notepad. I've got some ideas in here. Okay. How about we've got a fitness site that we're working on our PBN. So we're going to write a ebook outline for it. Now this is going to take a little bit of time. I say a little bit of time. It's probably 60 seconds. Wayne, any questions we can answer right now?
I have clients who would want any prompts I create to be their intellectual property. In other words, they don't want their competition getting their hands on them. Will the prompts we submit to the Sandbox remain private to our account? Well, what comes out of our prompts is yours to use to do whatever you want with. The results that come out, you can use and give to anybody. And we've just proven because earlier, he said, I've just put chiropractor in mine, and it was completely different to Damon's, which is obviously good because if it was the same, it would be no use because everyone would get the same every time, and it would be, well, it'd be all right for the first person, but the second person and the third and so on, it would be a waste of time. So you can see how we've designed it so that it's different for everybody and different each time. So you've got no problem in taking what comes out and using it as your own unique content.
Yeah.
I think that was good. I think that was the answer. Might have been a bit long-winded rather than saying yes.
Well, and somebody, I think you mentioned, it may just been your phrasing, is the prompts that you put in. You don't have to put in prompts. We've already built the prompts for you. Okay.
Correct. Yeah.
So you're putting in topics, you're putting the input in it, and you're getting result back. That one that I showed you where we're giving you a result and it's in the shape of a prompt for ChatGPT, you don't have to give that to your client. You can put it into ChatGPT and run it and then give them the output of it. We're your secret little sandbox that only people with this tool can use, okay? And we're going to be, what you see today is, I think we've got 12 or 13 prompts in there. Probably this time next month, we're probably going to have 30 or 40 prompts in there. We like testing it in our sandbox because it's private, and there may be things that we never even use again, but we want to see if it works. Also, we're trying to improve our prompt engineering ability, and if y'all tell us, hey, we need a prompt for something, we can throw it in here and let everybody test it out and give us some feedback. So anyway, let's get back to the call. We're ebook outline. This is a great outline to build a 150 page book from. You can use, any of your tools. It's ZimWriter. This would be a great one to put into ZimWriter to create content for each of these sections here. Okay. So this was an ebook outline. Let's go in here, AI Sandbox. Let's look at some other ones. Okay. Oh, I like this one. This is social media. Okay. I want the best chat GPT prompts with the potential to go viral in 2024. And again, we'll move this prompt tip underneath, but we just want to add a topic. Now, you've got a choice here. Is you can put in a topic. I can't hit execute right now. Well, I guess I can. No, I can't. I can't hit execute because I don't have anything in here. But if I put a space in here and then hit execute, it runs. Okay. Now, this will give you a generic 10 best chat GPT prompts with potential to go viral. Okay. Now, these are prompts that you would put into chat GPT to further expand upon. Okay. So, future technologies, environmental. Okay, here's a good one. Environment and sustainability. Oh, share your idea for an innovative. So we're talking to chat. We're going to come over here and go new chat. Now, somebody's probably on the call goes, oh, I know exactly what aquaponics towers are. But this is urban vertical aquaponics towers. Okay. Now, I'm going to talk a little bit about why we put this in here. Thanks to Google, Google has come out with their September helpful content update, and it's slamming blogs that have good authority, good sites, and replacing it with Reddit tags or Quorum or Medium articles, okay? If you want to write a Medium article, here's your Medium article that you write about. Trends in urban vertical aquaponics towers, okay? However, if you write an article about this right here, you could almost take this information right here and post it into a blog post, okay? So you have a blog post about urban vertical aquaponic towers. Then you write a pillar post article that references, and it could be about hydroponics. And maybe one of the paragraphs is about, one of the trends is using urban vertical aquaponics, UVATs. And you could sound like an expert, but this expert, you would hyperlink to your blog, to your internal blog post, okay? So you have a bunch of articles in here that you could reference within the pillar post to give you concept and details that stay within your site. This is what Google is talking about, the expert. You're an expert, you wrote an article, you even have the reference item, the reference content underneath it. Walt says aquaponic towers are great for growing marijuana. No wonder these are really popular here. But these are great informational sources to build a quick blog post with, okay? So let's go back over here. What else? Imagine, let's envision, I don't like that word. Okay, let's see what chat has to say. Now, again, it's not going to write about, it doesn't, it's read up through 2021.
Yeah.
Okay. So I'm going to do a new chat, and it's going to give you all the advisories that, hey, we don't know anything about 2024. In fact, it's so unpredictable in pop culture. I guess they're up through January 2022. But they're going to make an attempt. Okay. So what would you do with this? Well, again, you could have a blog post go trends of 2024, change all these numbers, and you could even put an intro paragraph there that you don't know what the actual performer is going to be at the top, but you could talk about these topics here. Here's the top 8 trend predictions for 2024. Put in nobody knows who's going to be the top artist at 2024. Put in your own. Put in whoever you think would be the top artist, movies and TV. So this is content you can write about. Okay. And how did we start this? We started it with this little prompt called 10 best chat GPT prompts to go viral. Now, let's take this. Wayne, do you like this one?
Yeah.
Okay. I love talking about gadgets. I don't know about y'all, but if I see something on Facebook and or TikTok about some fancy gadget, oh yeah, I've got to watch that. Waste 2 or 3 minutes of my time on gadgets. So let's find out what gadgets are going to go viral in 2024, or what chat GPT prompts we can create. Give me a yes if you kind of see yourself using this a lot. Got a lot of yeses coming across. Yep. Okay. Now remember, this result here is not necessarily what you're going to build a blog post, but you want to take this and go to chat and see what it can build a blog post. I mean, you can use ZimWriter, you can use any of the tools out there, the Go Charlies, the Scale Nuts, the Jaspers, whatever. I like chat. It's quick. Okay. Let's do this one. If you could design it, what would it do? Okay. So we're using the power of chat to envision and imagine with all the knowledge of the world up through January 2022. Now, I probably wouldn't do a mental health blog post because, you start getting into HIPAA and all this stuff, but you could kind of see what you can do as a prediction, okay? So whether you're predicting gadgets or you're predicting mental health equipment. So where we're going with this is a listicle. This is helpful content, okay? This is what people will click through if you've got a good image, you've got a good title to go with it, and you have a short paragraph, hey, these are my predictions, or this is predicted through AI technology. Here's the top 10 mental health gadgets, wearables, biofeedback sensors. I mean, it's amazing that somebody reading only knows up through January 2022 can predict the future, but it's doing a better job at predicting future gadgets than I could ever even imagine for this particular topic. So let's take one more and we'll take a look at, okay, if there was a gadget, how would you see what this does here? So we're helping you be really, really smart with ChatGPT and your clients and your blogging. We're not necessarily competing with everybody else writing blog articles that are SEO, efficiently, or they're not SEO optimized. What we're giving you is what people are looking for. This is what Google's also looking for is, do you know something about the subject matter? Okay. So you can kind of see where we're going with all this. Some cool information in here. We're using the power of AI right here. These are great gadgets. I mean, if you wanted to go into Medium and write an article about Medium, use your tools, ZimWriter, Jasper, ScaleNut, Surfer, anything like that, and give them this information to start with and then improve upon it. Take that article, change it into your own words, and then post it up, okay? But let's go and do some of the fun stuff here. I've already shown you a lot of the fun stuff, but what if we could rewrite a ZimWriter article or a Surfer article or Jasper, anything that you've got? So I'm going to go into article rewriting. We've spent a lot of time on these prompts here, okay? Article rewriting. We've got bullet point Billy, Jane, the sixth grader, writes simply for a sixth grader. This is one I kind of like, bullet point Billy. I'm going to take an article. I've got it saved over here. Thought I did.
Switch it to 3.5 for speed.
Yeah. 3.5 turbo. And I've got to load an article I've got. Okay. I have one I did with the bulk writer, and it's 1,800 words. It's called Mastering the Art of Puppy Potty Training. We'll copy that. We'll paste it right in here. Okay. Now, if I wanted to, I could come in here and go, whoa. I could read it, went all the way through. I could correct the grammar before I went in. I don't want to do anything like that because my rewriter is going to rewrite this and try to fix the grammar and try to fix spelling errors. And now I'm going to hit execute. Now, this one is going to take you anywhere from 60 seconds to 2 minutes to write. And I'll show you, I think we can, I won't do it here, but let's go over here. Article rewriting. If you don't know which article rewriter to use, start over here. Oh, okay.
There you go, it's finished on the other side.
Okay. Wayne's done something here, and if you hover over these, give it a little time, it's going to give you a tooltip. We're trying to put some ideas in here, kind of what it does. Jane, the sixth grade teacher, writes an article, informal, engaging, and conversational style that explains the concept to a sixth grader. Okay. Now, sometimes the sixth graders know more than we do. So this is the one I really like. It's bullet pointing everything. So let's see what bullet point Billy did with mastering the art of puppy potty training. Okay. Short paragraphs, short sentences, and list. Okay. Got more H3s in here. This one didn't do quite like I wanted because the article was kind of short paragraph. But in a longer form article, it's going to bullet point a lot of stuff. It's going to list it. It's going to shorten your paragraphs. So let's take a look at it if I did something different. I'm going to do Andy, do the sixth grade reading teacher. Okay. So Jane is coming out and she's going to explain puppy potty training to sixth graders so they can take care of their new dog. When you're using these rewriters, Jane is not going to use these AI, well, she's going to try not to use these AI words like breathtaking, or delve. We're going to delve into something. Okay. Short sentences, fact, this almost looks like bullet point Billy here. Okay, so this is what Jane came out, puppy proof your home, create. So she bullet pointed everything in here, made it very short that a sixth grader could read and understand. Okay. And it looked like it ran out of space because we're using Turbo. You can try different ones in here. This will work occasionally with GPT-4 and it's outstanding results. But we're
16K maybe if it was too long.
Yeah. If you see it's cutting it off, go with 16K. So what are we going to use the article rewriting for? Our goal here is when you go AIMasher, you have these RSS feeds coming across. Now, they're probably going to be shorter than what we're doing with ZimWriter. They'll come across on the Reinventor templates. And we'll use Jane to rewrite an RSS feed post. Or we'll use Bullet Point Billy or Andy, the local news reporter. Right now, we have TMZ, we have Fox, we have The Guardian in there. So we're writing in the style of that. So what if you had Jane simplifying all the RSS feeds that ever came across? So this is something that we're going to push over as soon as we can get it effectively working with GPT-4. But for the meantime, it works with GPT-5 Turbo. We just don't have it over in the Reinventor templates. Okay, so let's take a look at some other things while we're in here. We're getting near the top of the hour. We're going to cut it short there. Let's go marketing, persona creation. I think we already did that one, right? Let's see what else we had. Okay, the perfect affiliate product review. Let me show you what it will do for you. This needs 150 to 300 words of product detail. Okay, so I went into ranking tactics and I just copied they have a kind of a very brief sales page about ZimWriter. So I'm going to copy that. We'll paste it right in here. We'll hit, got it on 4, it's recommended. So we're going to write a product review on ZimWriter. Well, we can use this for social media posts. We can use it for an email, rewrite it in terms of an email. And while that's working on that one, let's come over here and I'm just going to dashboard it again. When I hit dashboard up here, I do this so it kind of refreshes everything.
You've lost what you're doing now, though.
Over here.
Oh, you've opened it in a new tab.
Yeah. Okay. So this is the ZimWriter perfect affiliate product review. Is it perfect? I don't know. It's the first attempt. Let's say it's first draft. Okay. So I would take this, copy it, put it into Grammarly or Word or Google Doc and just rewrite it yourself. Okay. You could even use ZimWriter's magic commands to help you rewrite it. Okay. But it's using content from there. I may take this and put it into Authored Intelligence and do a rewrite using their tools. Authored Intelligence is great for rewriting content. Okay. So we can clear this and go back to AI Sandbox. Let's take a look at a few more and then we'll wrap this up. I did article writing, SEO. Okay. Magic keyword creator with sub keywords. This is what Wayne and I have been using. This exact tool is inside of AIMasher. Why is it here? Well, you may just want to play around with it without getting distracted with everything else going on in AIMasher. Let's talk about the old traditional doggroom services. I like to put in here mobile services. So let's see what we can do with this. Now, these are not LSI semantically related keywords. These are topically related keywords, meaning it's a related term and the subtopics are related to the keyword, but they are not semantically related, meaning very, very close fit. So This gives you the variety of writing a little bit wider blog post. That's why we use this also for all the stuff inside Keyword Masher, is they're topically related, not semantically related. And I'm sure everybody on the call is not very interested about the differences between the two. We prefer topically. There's a lot of guys that are going to prefer semantically related. That's how you write your blog post using Surfer and all these other tools to get the high scores. But what we're seeing is high scores that are SEO optimized may not be the key in 2024 of getting sites ranked. It is going to be answering questions, showing you're an expert about it, and talking about a product, the details, specifics, benefits, and things that you can do with a product. Okay. So this came out. It looks like it's not. Let's just convert it to undo. Okay. So mobile dog grooming, pet grooming, dog groomer. Very close words around here. Dog grooming service. Okay. Near me, salons, affordable dog grooming. So these are topics that you would want to cover inside of here. Now, what we do is we take this list inside of Keyword Masher, and then we convert these into title prompts based on, do you want how-tos? Do you want listicles? Do you want the big question? And so we kind of refine this based on what you might want to do title prompts with. Okay. But this gives you a great listing right here for keywords. So let's take SEO content plan. Okay. Completely different. This is how are you going to build your site? What content are you going to put into your site? The categories, the topics that you may be talking about. This is probably more applicable to you, the person building a site for somebody. Wayne, any questions at this point?
Recorded, well, obviously, yes. It'll be in the Kick Out Friday portal later and potentially on YouTube.
Okay, this is markdown language. Let's take it with the magic button there. Keyword clusters. Okay, keywords, search intent. Now, are they searching for top of the funnel informational information? Are they ready to buy something? So they're ready to buy right here. This is more commercial intent. This is kind of middle of the funnel right here. They're interested in about specifics about the service itself. This is, okay, I'm going to pick up a phone or I'm going to pull out my credit card right here. Okay, so informational is kind of what you're dealing with on a informational blog. If you're building a site that is selling something, you're going to be taken from a blog to a commercial intent. If you're pushing to a affiliate product, it's a transaction. Okay, very good information right here. Professional services. This may be one of the categories that we have. Procedures for dog grooming. These are the procedures that we use for dog grooming. Could be a great category. Benefits of dog grooming. Benefits of using a mobile dog grooming service. This you could answer in 3 or 4 different ways. Why would you use a mobile dog grooming service versus taking them to a vet or a pet grooming service or doing it at home? DIY grooming, tips for trimming your dog, grooming your dog, cutting your dog's nails. Okay. This would be a great blog to bring them into a site that talks about mobile dog grooming. Maybe you have a mobile dog grooming truck. Not everybody starts out with, hey, I need a mobile dog groomer. A lot of times, and I've always believed this, is you have to show people how to do long division, but you're going to sell them the calculator. So here's the long division, here's the calculator, okay? Or here's the calculator right here under transactional. Okay, so I think I've given you some ideas why the sandbox, how we use the sandbox. This is going to be fun for you. We're going to keep adding prompts in here all the time. Marketing, we went over a lot of these already for you. And if you have ideas that you would like for us to kind of build out a prompt, we've got, let's see if it's down here. Yeah, come down here, click on this, and suggest a prompt you would like for us to build and toss it into the sandbox. Okay, so very easy to do. Wayne, that's about all I'm going to show on this.
Yeah, I think that's good. I think we've shown what the early stages of this. It can only grow and grow and grow, really.
Yep. So I hope you're excited about it. It's as excited as we are. Use your chat GPT back and forth. You're going to get some great answers. You're at the cusp of the technology, the AI technology revolution. You've got the tools right here. You've got tools with chat GPT, ZimWriter, and everything else. We started out by building this as an AI publisher, but what we're doing with this is we're an AI prompt engineering service. We're an AI publishing service, but we're an AI blogging service is where we're coming with this. It works perfectly with AIMasher. So I am going to switch screens real quick. Share screen. Okay. So we did the demo time, and we have, get that out of the way. We've reopened the beta team for a very limited time. We're probably, I said 10 spots at the beginning. I don't know, we may extend it longer, but we're not going to, we will end the beta offer. So this may close at any point in the very near future. Before we pre-launch, before we invite special guests to join AIMasher, we will close the beta team because this lifetime deal will never be seen after we close it. So I don't think we'll be doing lifetime deals on AIMasher. A lot of people only want lifetime deals. Guys, we got to pay for our servers. We got to pay for everything that goes on month in, month out. So that's why we don't do lifetime deals except for the beta offers. We do have, private deals, but if you've ever bought from us, you've always got the best price on a beta deal because it is agency, it's always lifetime. But once we close it, it won't be available. So this right here, what do you get with it? Well, if you click on this, I think I can click on it. You can get everything that you saw up and on the dashboard. You get the publisher, the content engine, the amplifier. Content engine is what we're going to be using to go one keyword or a cluster of keywords to auto post automatically into your website. Are they going to be the same as ZimWriter? Probably not. They're probably going to be shorter articles, but they're going to be more specific details, more specific expert type of blog posts. Maybe a lot shorter than what you may see on these 2,000 or 3,000 word articles we've been generating in the past. But you can combine ZimWriter. You can combine Surfer articles. That's what we do. Is not every blog post should look the same. I promise you. You want listicles. You want helpful content. You want some really long filler posts in there. Okay. Keyword Masher. If you haven't used it yet to write your title prompts, give it a try. This is an incredible tool to write title prompts with outline focus based on how-tos, top 10s, listicles, niche ideas, AI Sandbox, and article reinventor. Okay. It will integrate with RSS Masher. I'll get some testimonials in here, and we've got two options. It's $9.97, or you can do a 3-pay at $3.97. Okay. And guys, if this is not the right price point for you, and I completely understand if you're watching it on YouTube, it may not be the right price point. Don't worry. When we open this to the public, we will have very affordable Standard, Pro, and Agency. Standard is going to have some of these functions. Pro is going to have most of them, and Agency will have all of them. But all those levels will have the sandbox. Okay, so you can play in the sandbox with any of the monthly levels that we're doing. Okay, Wayne, anything else?
No, I don't think so. I think we're all about done.
Okay. And guys, thank you for joining us on the call today. We've right at the top of the hour, and Wayne has put that in here. Yep. Yeah, I hope that my goal today is and Wayne and I both talked about it, is we just gave you something to do on the weekend. And at night, when you have nothing else to do, let's see what Wayne and Damon have added to the sandbox and play around with it, okay? Give us some feedback. We want to know. So anyway, hope you enjoy it, and we will see you in 2 weeks on Geek Out Fridays. So thanks for your being on call today. Bye-bye.
Bye.